as artists in general who are part of this community that all need to connect in all these different forms. Like, you know, personally, I write poetry, I do visual art, I do music. Not everyone does all that stuff themselves,
Right.
or like has all those elements. But like personally, I like doing all those things. It's not for any specific reason. I just enjoy it. But they all do tie together.
Yeah.
And so like, I always think with the visuals, if it's an album cover or if it's a video DJ at a show or lasers or like clothing even, you know, whatever you're presenting visually is kind of the first part of the experience that you take in.
Yeah.
Because it's the most immediate.
Yep.
And that alters the perception of everything.
Right.
Right? And then next, like, you have, I mean, so like with lyrics and poems and things like that, they use words and like even statements you're making on like social media or standing on stage saying something, like
Right.
spreading awareness for certain topics like LGBTQ rights or the issues with addiction and things like that, you know.
Right.
Then those are important things for different reasons, right? Like a lot of it is just connecting to people and making people feel less alone who, you know, need to know there's other people out there feeling the same things they are.
Right.
And some of it is pushing people to help create a better world and like helping show people who might not have been introduced to certain topics the importance of delving deeper into that and like seeing what you can do to help.
Yeah.
And sometimes the biggest thing a person can do to help is to just talk about shit. Like literally just going and talking to your friends about issues in the world and like how we can make it a better place, and not being negative, but, you know, being aware and realistic, then that's more than most people do. And then beyond that, you have the connections, you have spreading awareness, and then you do have the music itself. And like for me, most of it's dance music. Most of it doesn't have words, or it has like samples or something. I do like having
This
words.
is where we add the words.
Yeah, exactly, right. And in between, no, but I do like having words, so I have some lyrics I need to record. And so, like, bass music, for example, bass is in your brain neurologically like the first thing in sound that you respond to is bass. Like,
You can feel it.
yeah, exactly. There's a delay, there's a latency between the bass and like the higher frequencies. And so the bass is also what moves your body because of this, right?
Right.
And like you can feel it shape
Yeah.
your body. Like,
Shaking the floor,
and so
yeah.
with bass music, it's like, for me, it's like I like people to have a form of music where you can dance and everyone can dance together, and like it's the best for that. And then also like because people can get their energy out, people can dance together and feel like a part of something. You can meet people dancing. Like I've met some very, very lovely people by just dancing together with
Yeah.
them, you know,
That's
who've had all kinds of different
shared
impacts in my
experience.
life that have all been positive,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So it's a very important role, and all these different elements play into it of like what you're hearing, if it's words or if it's bass or if it's, you know, whatever. And then like there's the visual element that like ties all of it together at first, and then there's the social element of what these visuals and what this sound and like what you as a person and your production teams, if you're doing live events and stuff, how those affect people and bring them together, and like what goals you have with that too, if it's like more of just like meeting friends, or if it's like having deeper bonds with people who have like a lot of the same issues and stuff that you do that you could talk about and work on, or if it's meeting other creatives or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And so a big goal of me with like live production and stuff is to have a space that everyone feels safe and family, and then also having a space where people can feel creative, so like
Free to express themselves.
live painting and flow toys and people, you know, doing freestyle rap ciphers and all this kind of stuff, you know. It's like stimulating the creation of a better world.
Yep.
And again, it's like, it's not about me at that point, it's not about you.
It's not about,
It's about all of
an
us.
individual at any level. It's about a combined collective experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's probably a good place to wrap up this conversation.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love you guys. Thanks for listening. Of course, Synesthetic, Danmanalive. Listen to our collabs. We have a bunch of new stuff coming out. And make sure to like and subscribe if you want more.
Subscribe. Hit that button. You know where it is.
It's a bit. Right there.
Oh my god.
It's right there. It's right there.
No, it's over there.
Turn on notifications.
Oh my god.
This fucking guy.
Hey, this fucking guy.
Hey.